realist essence have been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding it like we knew it all, not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbilly. Q-Bone staying with the lip. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we move the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, not the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumental. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together, now we one time.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up.
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in Week 4. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. In motion left comes Brown.
Pat the street. Street.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. This defense for the Vikings, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Second and 9 now. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Hey, check mash.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Walker now on 1st and 10. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Ready. Opposite, reach. Drop, 17. Red, yellow. Red, green. Red, cycle. Set.
They're going to look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Yellow, go. White, blue. Rocky, 6. Green, yellow. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 33 yards that time.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Here's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kenneth Walker, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Big Lion. Go, Reed, go. Hey, check that, street.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, this is Cannon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
You see that celebration from him after that stop? Those corners don't normally have the chance to get behind the line of scrimmage and hand them big losses. So when he got that opportunity, he certainly made it a memorable one.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Go check. Panther 11. Mustang 19.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1.
Alert! Check!
Sanders is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
They got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people to power his way forward.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown, and their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 11.
Slant route, and he finds Thornton. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Blue striker. Ball red. Field black. Ready.
Back to throw here.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Here we go.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll look to throw again.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Real green. Red, cycle. White, white.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Justin Jefferson.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings have retaken the lead.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second and 2. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And, partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
On second down, it's Walker. He stiff arms him. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go, set. Check pitch. Ready?
And going right back to Walker. And a short gain down to about the 33. The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw, and this will be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Black shot. Black open.
Now back to throw. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Black, red, blue striker. Claws red.
They'll look to throw here. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown from 19 yards away. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Ready, set.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Pioneer, 79 Broncos. Hurry, hurry.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
Head the street.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
Got him in. It's Brown.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout.
Here we go.
And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Red, green. Red, cycle. Strike, white. Hut.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Give them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now a throw here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Walker.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Walker once more.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Ken Walker
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Street, street.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
Check smash, check smash. Dragon 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Check, check.
Back to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Trap 60, trap 60. Warrior 70.
They'll set up to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken at around the 40. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
44 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Again, it's Walker.
And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Vikings.
Kenneth Walker.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Dancing to his left, and he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Come 19! Come 19! Hurt! Ready?
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fielded at the 33.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
97. Trail, yellow. Trail green. Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 7.
And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Ready. 52 blaster. Right, right. Light blue.
Looking to throw. Toward the pylon, caught.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Ready.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Shot. 17. Blaster. 6.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Let's go now.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On second down, this is Cannon. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him.
And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Sometimes it pays to be lucky rather than good. That was not even the intended receiver on that pass.
But still able to haul it in for the reception. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ready? Tiger, 19 Tiger. Big Lion. Let's go.
Going for it with Sanders. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
19 tight, 19 tight.
They're going to look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Lewis Seen in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
20 Lions. 19 Lions.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Go street. Panther 11. Panther 11.
They'll set up a throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. In motion right is Brown.
Mustang 19. Buffalo 18.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Hey, check that. Street.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.